Okay, so hello students. So we are now going for hardware experiments. So hardware experiment starts from experiment 9 to experiment 16. So let us start them one by one. So before going to for execution, you must know what are these two cables. This is USB cable, okay, and this is RS-232 cable, okay. So for connecting our kit, we are using these two cables, okay. So here we have a male and here we have a female. We have to connect it like this, okay. Make a cable, and here we have done that one. You can see, and I have connected this RS-232, and I have connected power cable here, okay. Power cable. This is a power cable. So let us begin the experiments one by one. So first I will switch on the things. Now what I will do, I will execute the 9th program, that is Hello World, okay. So let us browse that one, that is using UART. For UART you can go to my videos for session 3 where I discussed UART in detail theoretically. Now let us look at practical, okay. Open this one, COM5. How to check this one? Go to my computers, go to device manager, ports, you click, you can see USB serial, it is connected to COM5. Our kit is connected to COM5 of the system. So here COM5 is chosen, and select a device LPC2148 which we are using. Then baud rate you can set either 9600 or 7200. So let me set it 9600. So already I browsed the UART hex file, okay. Rest all things you keep as it is, then click on start. Pause mode. Now let us flash the kit. So for doing that one, click on start. Your program starts uploading to the kit. You can see this one, okay. So now my code is on the kit. So now we have to see the output. The program says we have to see the hello world message using internal UART. So to see the output, you have to go to the tools and click on terminal and select COM5 where my kit is connected, then click OK. Now I can see hello world messages on my screen. This is our 9th experiment. So now the 10th experiment is interface the control and control the DC motor. Now here we have this DC motor here which is connected at the DC motor part of the kit. So let us put the code on my board. Now click on start button. My program start uploading to the kit. Now you can see the flick sound at the kit because of this relay, and you can see the DC motor is rotating clockwise direction and in anti-clockwise direction. I am running. So this is our experiment number 11, wherein I will see how my stepper motor is running clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, okay. So let us start this one. Now to see the output at the stepper motor, this is stepper motor, okay. So you can see to do this one, you have to connect the jumper 13. So I am connecting jumper 13 here. Now you can see the rotation of the stepper motor, okay. Stepper motor, it is rotating. You can observe the things clockwise and anti-clockwise, okay. You can see the program to understand how many steps it is rotating clockwise direction and how many steps it is rotating anti-clockwise direction. Now we are going to see our 12th experiment, that is digital output of a given analog using internal ADC, that is analog to digital converter. So to do this one, I just flash the program first, okay. So now I just flashed the program. You can see the data here. To get the correct data, let us connect this jumper connected to ADC. Okay, by just rotating this rheostat variable register, you can see the value is changing. Okay, so ADC is working fine here. Analog to digital, analog voltage is there, and digital output you can see in the hex. Okay, so you can see the analog input 1.27 and ADC, that is output, digital output. Now I am changing the value at the variable register. You can see that changes is happening. Okay, so this is the pot which is used to change the analog input. Okay, now next experiment is interfacing a DAC and generate triangular and square wave. So first we will generate a triangular wave on a CRO. To do this one, I am just taking that hex file and putting the code onto the board. Now on this board there are some settings required. This is a DAC block, what you can see. This jumper and this jumper must be shorted to get the output. So it is connected to CRO, you can see the cable. Okay, so this is a triangular wave. Okay, triangular wave. Now let us do the same thing for the square wave. So let me browse that folder, that hex file for square wave. This is a square wave. Flashing the kit. So my code is getting uploaded to the kit. You can see. Okay, keep the same setting here. No need to change anything. Just look at the CRO. CRO, you can change the thing. You can see square wave is generated here. Okay. Now you can see our 14th experiment wherein we are interfacing 4x4 keyboard. This is a keyboard, you can see 4x4 means 4 rows, 4 columns. These many switches are there. Now the experiment says whenever I press that particular key, now you can see this is row 0, column 0. So the key pressed value should come here. So I already dumped the program. You can see when I press this button, when I press this first button, it is getting 0. When I press second button, it is taking 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, means A, B, C, D, E, F. This is a keyboard which I used to press. Now you can see I go on pressing like this, then I get the output on the LCD display. 15th experiment, which says use of external interrupt, okay, and toggle LED on and off. So external interrupt, you can see here, this is a block which is having external interrupt on my kit. Okay, so here there is a jumper. So let me use the jumper first to connect it. Connected here. I already flashed the program. Now if I press this button, my LED should get toggle. Toggle in the sense it must get off and on alternatively. Let us see. See here, it is getting on and off. Okay, this is our 15th experiment. Even I shared one of the elaborated version of 15th experiment in earlier video. Okay, now the last experiment is display hex digit from 0 to F on a 7-segment display. Okay, within appropriate delay. So you can see I just flashed the program and you can see this one. This is a hex file. This is a hex number. You can see 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so this is counting the things. For getting the output, the settings, no settings are required. You can display all the 4 also by doing some settings, but this is simple one, so that's enough. So this completes your all the hardware interfacing experiments. Okay, you can read the programs, comments are there, try to understand them. If any doubt, anything is there, you can always ask. Okay, so I will try to give the answer. Thank you.